Thank you for purchasing the Mineral Pure system. We will now show you how simple it is to install your unit. Identifying the RC50 components. The RC50 Mineral Pure unit should contain all the components listed below: copper test kit, control unit, user's manual, RC50 quick chart card, Mineral Pure signal wire, 12-inch zip ties, warranty card, O-ring, electrode, control mounting bracket screws, flow cell chamber, threaded male adapters, 2-inch to 1.5-inch reducers. Tools and materials required: bullet level, conduit connector, 1/2-inch straight, crescent wrench, hacksaw or pipe cutter, PVC cement, screwdrivers, flat and Phillips, Teflon tape or liquid Teflon, voltage meter, channel lock wrench, conduit, flexible, drill and drill bits, hammer, PVC cleaner, primer, screws and anchors, utility knife, wire stripper. Site survey. The RC50 Mineral Pure Scale Blaster unit should be installed at the pool's pump and filter area. You will need to locate a place to mount the RC50 control box on a wall and within 10 feet or so of where you will install the electrode chamber and Scale Blaster signal coil on the return line of your pool equipment. This location will also need to be within 6 feet of an electrical source. Installing the unit. Turn off the pump and all valves. Disconnect all power going to the motor, timer box, or power source. Step 1. Wrap Teflon tape around the 2 threaded male adapters. You can also use liquid Teflon, a thread sealant with Teflon. Always use plenty of tape to avoid possible leaks. Screw adapters into the back flow cell chamber. Step 2. If the pipe size where the flow cell chamber is being installed is 1 1/2 inches, glue the 2 reducer bushings into the male adapters. This step is not necessary if installing on 2-inch pipe. Step 3. Locate a space to mount the black flow cell chamber. Always install on the return line. If possible, install the chamber after the filter, but it is not required if there is not enough space. If necessary, you can repipe an entire section to allow proper room for the electrode chamber or Scale Blaster coil. Step 4. Using a hacksaw or pipe cutter, cut out a 6-inch section of pipe if 2-inch pipe exists, or 6.5 inches of pipe if 1 1/2 inch pipe exists. Step 5. In the area where the pipe was cut out, mount the black flow cell chamber horizontally to avoid possible air pockets. In other words, make sure the black flow cell chamber is angled downward so that the electrodes are screwed into the chamber, the wire connectors are facing the ground and not the sky. The T can also be installed on any vertical pipe. Do not force pipes as they may snap. Always use PVC cleaner on the outside of the T and the outside of the pipe before slapping on the glue. Do not perform this step until you are absolutely ready to install the T, as the cement will cure very quickly. Step 6. Seat the O-ring in the electrode jar and screw into the black flow cell chamber by using your hands. No Teflon tape or wrench required. Keep the protective clear plastic sheet on during installation to stay clear of scratching the unit. Step 1. Install the 4 mounting brackets using the enclosed screws to the back of the control box. Step 2. Mount the microprocessor control box to the wall, allowing for the proper cable wire to reach the source of power, the electrode wire to reach the electrodes, and the Scale Blaster signal wrap to wrap around the pipe, also on the return line. Use proper anchors and screws to mount on the surface. Choosing the power source. When locating the power source, make sure that when the pump and motor shuts off, The Mineral Pure box does too. The ideal source is the timer box. If no timer box exists, the unit can use the pump motor as its power source. Connecting to the timer box, 115 VAC operation. Connect either the white wire or the black wire to the load side on the timer box. It makes no difference which colored wire goes to the two load screws. Connect the green wire to ground. When installed properly, the unit should come on and off when the pool pump goes on and off. Connecting to the pump motor. Disconnect the back plate to the motor where the electrical connections are. You will notice two connections where the power source is connected. Connect the Mineral Pure's power cable cord to the same as the motor's connections. If connected properly, the unit should come on and off with the motor. Conduit connections. You should use a flexible conduit from connection to connection on the power cord to meet codes. The size of the connector already on the control box is a 1/2 inch. There is no need to cover up the electrode wire with conduit. Connecting the electrode wires. Connect the two electrode wires to the electrode connectors on the bottom of the electrode jar. It does not matter what wire is connected to the electrode terminals. These connectors are weatherproof and there is no need to cover them. Connecting the Scale Blaster signal cable. The most desirable place to install the Scale Blaster signal cable is on the return line away from any elbows, couplings, T's, or valves as possible. You also want to be as far away from any electrical motor as possible, as this could affect the signal. You will need about 4 inches of space. Step 1. Insert the pre-stripped end of the signal cable into one of the two binding posts located on the bottom of the control box. It does not matter if you hook it up to the red or black binding post. The receptacle post can be unscrewed by turning it counterclockwise. This will expose a small hole in the post. Tighten the receptacle post as much as possible with the signal cable completely threaded through the hole. Step 2. Route the signal cable from the power unit's terminal to the location where the signal cable will be wrapped. Hold the cable parallel and next to the pipe and install one of the nylon cable ties. Make sure the cable tie is pulled tightly so that the cable is secured to the pipe. Remove the excess cable tie with cutters. Step 3. Make sure the wraps are flush against one another, never overlapping. Wrap the coils around the pipe 35 times. Step 4. Once the wrapping is complete, secure the signal cable to the pipe using another nylon cable tie. Remove the excess cable tie with cutters. Step 5. Route the loose end of the signal cable back to the power unit. Trim the cable to length. There may be several feet of unused wire. This extra wire was included in case the control box was mounted several feet away from the return line. Step 6. Carefully strip the outer plastic shield from the end of the signal cable, leaving about 1/4 inch to 3/8 of an inch of bare cable. Twist the bare cable and insert the end into the unused receptacle post on the power unit. Tighten the receptacle post. Make sure all the threads of the signal cable go through the terminal hole. Balancing the pool's water. Before turning on the system, it is imperative that the pool's water be clear and balanced properly. Without proper balancing, the unit may not perform properly. For more information, please refer to page 12 of your manual. Starting the system. When all of the above steps have been completed, it is time to start up the system. Open all valves and turn the power on. Check for water leaks and all electrical connections for proper and firm connections. Remove the clear protective sheet from the control unit. When starting the system, the Clearwater Enviro Technologies logo should first appear, followed by a 3-digit number. To get better acquainted with the unit, turn the control knob counterclockwise till the unit reads off. Using the Mineral Pure Ion Test Kit. Included with every unit is an ion test kit. The easy-to-use instructions are located on the inside cover of the lid. Please follow those instructions carefully, as the reading you get is most important in how you set the Mineral Pure control knob. When using this test kit, make sure you wait 3 minutes for the test to develop and look down into the tube, not from the side. This is where a reading or color match for 0.2 and one for 0.3 on the enclosed chart. Ideally, we would like the readings to be anywhere in that area. For more information, please refer to page 16 of your manual. Proper procedures for maintaining a healthy pool. Keep the pool pH between 7.2 and 7.8. Keep total alkalinity between 80 and 120 parts per million. Maintain ion level between 0.2 and 0.3 parts per million. Maintain normal pool maintenance. Keep the filter clean, empty the baskets, etc. Add an occasional oxidizer. For more information, please refer to page 17 of your manual.